Hello again, everybody, and welcome to my channel, The Gentleman Reviewer. As always, please hit that like and subscribe button and continue to help my channel grow. It's greatly appreciated for those of you who have so far, and those of you who continue to watch my content. So I know lately I've been kind of going outside of the stationery realm, but I always got to bring it back. Stationery is one of my favorite things. I really like mechanical pencils and fountain pens particularly, and so I figured I'd come back with one that I've been using for a couple of weeks now. So Alpha Gel. So this is the Kuru Toga Alpha Gel model. So Alpha Gel by itself was a popular product. It's great for people who struggle with fatigue while riding, have a really firm grip, arthritis, things like that, or their hands just hurt. Um, and just makes it nice and soft to grip. It's generally a little bit thicker. And so before it was with this, it was a great product on its own. Kuru Toga was also a very unique and interesting product on its own with its own separate line. So bringing these two together was actually a pretty good idea, I would think. And unlike the Graph Gear 800, combining two products together, because like I said in my review of that, the 800 was kind of a weird mix of the 500 and the 1000, and they took the worst features of both and kind of mushed them together in some weird Frankensteinian, I don't know. But back on track. So they actually did a good job of combining these two products and making it nice and useful. So Kuru Toga actually comes from Kuru, which means to turn, and toga is taken from the word togaru, which means to taper to a point or make sharp. So anyone familiar with the Kuru Toga line knows that there's a mechanism in here, which unfortunately you can't see as well in this model as you can on like the pipe slide or their standard, which the grip is clear on those two. You can actually see the mechanism work. On this one, you only get that window right there, and you can see it actually shifting to white as I'm depressing the tip. And that's how you know the mechanism is working, and you see now it's turning back to orange. So this one, like I said, it spins the lead to taper it to a point because, as many of us mechanical pencil users know, if you're writing on one side, you have to rotate it by hand, or you're going to get a wedge shape, which leads to lead breakage, a point that's going to cut into the paper, make a really thin line, and inconsistent shading. So they kind of take that factor out of it and make it do it for you, and it's kind of unique. I actually pretty like it. So this one's shaped a bit differently than the other Kuru Toga pencils. So I have the high grade right here, and you can see the wavy grip. That's fairly common across the board on the Kuru Toga pencils. Naturally, you can't do that with the Alpha Gel. It's also quite a bit thicker. So it's got an 11.3 millimeter grip and a 13.2 millimeter max diameter. So that's quite a bit larger than a lot of mechanical pencils that I use. Those tend to range between the 8 to 10 millimeter mark, with 10 being thicker. But I actually do like how thick this is. With my weird grip, I tend to write like this and cross my thumb over. I do get fatigued quite a bit more quickly than I would if I used the tripod grip and had it soft. I just haven't gotten used to writing like that. So, whatever. It's just the way I do it. But I've noticed with the Alpha Gel, it makes it quite a bit easier to write for longer periods of time without getting fatigued. It does delay it, like I still get fatigued, but that's part of life. So it's almost entirely constructed of plastic. Even these rings and the cone are just silver coated plastic. So the only metal pieces that you'll see are the tip and then the barrel on the inside right here, if you were to take the Alpha Gel off. So given that it's fairly light at 20 grams, oddly enough, I compared this to the Rotring 600, which comes in at 22 grams. I called that pencil hefty. So I don't know if it's just the perception that that's a thinner pencil, supposed to be lighter, and this is just thick and big, so it just feels light. But, they're pretty close in weight. So the center of balance is going to come in, since I'm talking about weight, and we can go to weight distribution. My finger always shakes when I do the video. It's about right there, so just barely above that silver ring, which does place it a little bit farther towards the tip. It is about center, but if you want a comfortable writing experience, you want the center of gravity to be, or the center of balance to be right around here, because then it's top heavy or point heavy, and as you're writing, you're not fighting momentum with the back swinging around. So, let's go to the eraser. Pretty standard Kuru Toga. I mean, a couple of them have, I only have the high grade around, so the high grade actually has a much thinner eraser. So this one's a bit thicker. It's still fairly small as far as erasers go. The quicker clicker is probably the one that I have that's the biggest and the most standard mechanical pencil eraser out there. Well, this is, I take that back, one of the more standard mechanical pencil erasers. So I actually don't like that the cap is clear because you can see lead shavings in there. And it just looks messy to me. So now we reach the plastic clip, which is, I thought it was originally seating the clip into place. Sorry, the plastic ring, and I thought it was seating the plastic clip into place. But as you can see upon closer inspection, and that's not focusing, sorry. I hope I got it to focus for you on camera. This is actually what's most likely injection molded plastic, and so it's all one piece. So it's pretty good. Or it's on there pretty sturdily. It's not gonna like swing around. The clip itself, I feel like I'm gonna break it, and I'm honestly surprised I haven't yet. I just tend to break plastic clips pretty frequently, and it's sturdy, but it's not as sturdy as like a metal clip would be, especially one that's spring-loaded to be held against the body. I feel like it's hard to do that with plastic. So he says plastic body. This one is the turquoise model, but you can also get it in lavender and noble pink. Each of those will have this like opaquish white grip. You can also get different colored grips, but then the body is all going to be silver. You can get that in black, blue, and red. So on the side of the body, you've already seen the Uni Alpha Gel in 0.5. You see the little hole in the side so you can see the Kuru Toga engine going. And then it's going to be kind of hard to see it on camera just because of the way the writing is. But there's silver writing right here that says Kuru Toga engine. I think on the camera, at least, I can see that there's something there, but you're not going to be able to read it on camera. So now we reach the grip. So this is silicone alpha gel. And like I said, I've already talked about this quite a bit, and I've spoke about it quite a bit in the written review, so I won't go back into it here. But now we reach the plastic cone. So this actually can be fully removed. I won't do it on the video, but you can pull this off, and then you can actually pull the grip off, and that's where you'll see the metal tube that's under everything. Unfortunately, you can't see the Kuru Toga engine, which that's what I like about the pipe slide in the standard model, is you can actually see into it and see it working. You can see the little gear teeth and that are all working together to make it work. So that's probably the most disappointing thing other than the clip, and that's just because I like seeing how things work. So right now I can only find this in 0.5 millimeter lead. That's my preferred lead size, not necessarily one that people tend to enjoy. So I don't know. I like it. But I think a lot of people would like it to be out in 0.7 or 0.3, maybe even 0.4. I've never seen a Kuru Toga in 0.4 though. So the lead sleeve is 2.8 millimeters long, so slightly shorter than you'll see in a drafting pencil, but this is not trying to be a drafting pencil, nor is it meant to be. This is meant for standard writing, so it's a pretty standard length. So overall, this measures 14 centimeters or 5.5 inches, and I've hit all of the stats elsewhere. So one thing that often comes up when people ask about the Kuru Toga is, can you use standard lead in it? The answer is that kind of yes or no. So I would go with no, because the lead mechanism actually has to grip the lead and then hold it while it's spinning. So the outside is actually quite a bit softer than the inside of the lead. And that, one, helps with grip with the mechanism, and two, helps it shape to a cone while you're writing. So you're going to be able to get that with standard lead, but it won't grip as well, so it's probably going to slide around a little bit. Because of that, I've never put standard lead into any of these pencils, and I don't really want to try because I don't really want lead shavings bouncing around inside my pencil. So overall, I think this is a great addition to the Kuru Toga line. I just happen to have the roulette and high grade rolling around, so I'll just throw them in here for comparison. But I think it's a great addition to the line. It's great for people who still want the cool features of the Kuru Toga with the rotating lead, but still want like a nice soft grip. And Alpha Gel is known all around. You can find it on all different kinds of pens and pencils, and now you can add it to another great line, the Kuru Toga. So thanks for watching, and hope you all enjoyed. Please stay tuned for next time, and I don't know what I'm going to review next because apparently I'm expanding, so it should be fun. See y'all next time.